what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Breathe Your Words. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you a little bit about grudges and how, you know, um, with the city, just with the city I live in and life period, moving around, even by myself, moving around sometimes, and watching how people react to things, and watching how things can go from being all right to being horribly bad in a second. I realized that a lot of times those things like that happen because we hold grudges towards one another. We're looking at each other like we don't we don't want to forgive. We don't want to move on. That's what a grudge is. A grudge is when you choose to say in your heart and in your mind that I will not forgive that person. I don't care if they apologize. I don't care if they try to do everything to make it right. I will not forgive them. So when you do that, that's what I want to talk about, is when you do that, what happens? What happens when you hold a grudge against someone? First thing that happens is you build up an intense steel, cement slash another wall of steel around yourself. You build it up around yourself, around your emotion, around your family. You don't even want your family associating with that person. That's how angry you are at them. You don't want to look at them. You don't want to see them. You don't want to hear from them. You know, sorry. You feel like everything about them is just awful and they're evil, and oh, they meant to hurt you intentionally and they meant to make you mad. So now you have a grudge against them for who knows how long, maybe years, maybe days, maybe weeks, maybe months. But all you know is you have this anger on the inside of you that's causing you to have an intense grudge against them. So with that being said, those things all together in one ingredient can cause you to have inside of you intense bitterness. The bitterness is what sets up the cement wall around yourself, and then the steel wall around your family and you. It it's there because you said, I don't want nothing to do with that person, and I don't want them to have anything to do with anybody I know or anything to do with me. That's where bitterness sets in. And you become so bitter at this person that you don't even realize that now everything that you're basing your life off of what that other person is doing. Meaning that you won't go certain places because you know that's where that person is at. You won't send your kids there because you know that's where that person might be. Or just if you don't have kids, just say it's you, or just you and your spouse or whatever. You'll be like, don't talk to that person because I'm mad at them. I'll never forgive them. It could have been something so small, a mistake so tiny, and you are creating this giant force field of hate, around yourself. Though you're putting yourself in a hate filled force field, you're putting yourself in a bitter filled force field. It's filled with bitter because of you. You're choosing to say I will not forgive, and that person has came and said I'm sorry, forgive me, I made a mistake, I messed up. It's different if that person did not want to admit that they were wrong. Then I understand your anger and I understand your rage. But to just have anger and rage, and that person has tried to make it right, tried to make amends, tried to make things new, tried to talk with you, try to balance things out, try to change for the better, try to change your relationship to make sure it gets better and make sure you don't do the same thing twice. If that person has done that and you choose on purpose to not forgive them, it has turned into a grudge and it has become something evil, something bitter, something hateful, something spiteful, because now you're saying, I don't care what you do. You don't deserve forgiveness. That's what you're saying. And everyone needs to hear this because I watch it happen all the time between a friend, or, a sister and a sister, a brother and a brother, a father, a mother and a father, a parent and a child. It happens all the time. These things happen where you hope that, you just want that person to just get out of your life. But it's like, are you stepping back to ask yourself, okay, is what I'm holding a grudge about, first of all, whatever I'm holding a grudge about, is this Whatever this person did to me, were they trying to hurt me? Were they trying to hurt me? Were they trying to murder me? Were they trying to end my life? Were they trying to suck life from me? If you cannot say yes to any of those three and it was just literally an honest mistake, then your grudge is only going to be rage and bitter filled. It's only going to be bitter filled. Now, if they did all that, then I understand your rage, but you still must forgive, because we don't have a right to feel like we can withhold forgiveness from anyone. When you forgive, then your heart is free of that person. Your heart is released of the fact that, okay, what they did to me offended me so highly that it was affecting my everyday life. It was affecting what I did, where I went, whether I talked with them or not. Like, that affects your health, you guys. Y'all got to understand that when you hold a grudge against somebody, every time you put energy into bitterness, you're putting stress on your body every time. So if you scroll past that person picture and you're looking at them like, oh, I wish they would die, or oh, I can't stand them, I wish they would just fall off the earth. Every time you're putting that energy out there, you're pouring that energy back onto yourself. So when you pour that bitterness onto yourself, that bitterness turns to stress. That stress turns to cancer. This is how we get sick, okay? I know my lips are ashy today. I don't appreciate it. Anyway, irrelevant. But this is how we get sick. This is how we die early. This is how we have heart attacks at ages that we shouldn't. This is how most people say, I don't know what happened to him. They were so healthy and they were so amazing and strong. What happened? Go down their lifeline. Go in their life story. Go see who offended them. Go see who they didn't forgive. Go see who they hated. Go see who they had stress towards, meaning who they had a grudge towards. Grudges will kill you. Grudges will take your life. So anyway, you guys, with that being said, I just really wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted y'all to know that yes, grudges can kill, grudges can take life, and it's painful. So I'm about to go into this guy and get my daughter. Anyway, I'll do another video probably later on in the day, or a video next week. If not this week, then all right, you guys, thank you for watching my channel, and I hope that you like and subscribe and share this video with people you love and care about.
How we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in